The new trailer for Sonic Frontiers has arrived on the IGN YouTube channel, and it is focused on the game's basic combat and enemies. You can find a link to the video in the description box below. Now, over the last couple of days, Sonic Frontiers has become YouTube's punching bag, with creators such as YongYea and Moist Critical criticizing the game's current appearance. And truthfully, they're not wrong. Polish aside, there does seem to be quite a bit suspect with the game, not least an empty world and seemingly nothing to do in it. Yay, I can be a hamster. Yakuza, this is not. Though, I do personally remain positive that something good can come out of this. For all of the franchise's mistakes,
Oh no!
when a Sonic game hits, it soars. That said, I must admit I'm very skeptical of a blank canvas open world game in 2022, and especially a blank canvas open world Sonic game. Perhaps the only major franchise that tries to avoid that which it does best. Today we look at combat, something regularly featured within Sonic games, albeit in an often simple and straightforward way. Yet despite Sonic Team often struggling when they delve too far from their speedster roots, there might actually be some promise here. Watching as Sonic races past randomly abandoned skyrails through the grassland equivalent of Milton Keynes, fighting enemies brings some life to what otherwise does seem a lifeless, bland, and almost default world. Except for that one bloody bird! The enemies are diverse, with Sonic unleashing a flurry of different attacks. Classic spin attacks, in addition to a bevy of kicks, aerial assaults, and even projectiles. Super Smash Sonic combat, if you will. The enemies themselves are largely lifeless AI-like forms that admittedly fit into the Emptyscape world, but sadly just tend to further highlight its weird blend of Breath of the Wild, Death Stranding, and PSO2. Without any of the stylized charm of the former, the environmental storytelling of Death Stranding, and I guess it is kind of similar to PSO2. One thing the game does get right, however, is an imposing sense of scale. The largest enemies seen in the trailer feel worthy of the finest Eggman creations, at least from a size perspective. Where is that man, by the way? He's going to feel an odd fit in this one. And Sonic must genuinely take on the monumental task of defeating them. He does this by running up their bodies quite naturally, making good use of Sonic's natural speed, though I'm still not sure if I quite like the mini portal boosts that help get him up there. It does somewhat reduce the gravity of the fight. Furthermore, there are multiple enemy types, and quite thankfully, it's not a one-size-fits-all when it comes to strategy. For example, fighting this enemy here, Sonic must find a way to pierce its outer shell. Perhaps not the most complex form of combat for some, but a welcome one nonetheless, and certainly satisfactory enough for me. Now, there are still issues. As seen in previous trailers, polish is a real problem. In addition to the pop-in issues of previous trailers, it must be said that whenever Sonic is in the air, and especially when he gets hit, the falling animation is incredibly stiff and awkward. There's still 6 months to iron these types of kinks out, but they're seemingly mounting from trailer to trailer. I do think there's reason for some optimism with Sonic Frontiers, but the skepticism of what we've seen so far and the admittedly bland, lifeless world is certainly more than warranted. I've been Seeing Dunes, thanks for watching. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.